guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys having a lovely day, morning, night, afternoon, and I think I'm posting this after New Year, so I hope you guys had a lovely New Year.
Good 2020.
Great. We're looking very glammed at the moment. We have just filmed a get ready with us while answering your unpopular opinion. I'm currently with my sister Maxine.
Hello.
And yeah, right, ready? Should we just go to the bottom?
Yeah, just start. I'm going to start with my makeup.
So, someone said Nando's is actually extremely overrated. I agree.
I mean, it is nice, and I do think it's worth like a reasonable hype. But I mean, is it a place for a date?
I think
like
it was
first date? No.
I remember growing up, like year 7 to year 9, like everyone would go there, like every weekend or like after school. But I think it's overrated. I don't like the chicken. I don't like.
Do you know what?
But I mean, like, also me being a gluten-free.
Yeah, you being a gluten-free gal did
not help the situation whatsoever. So I can't have a burger.
So what can you eat?
I just have chicken wing with broccoli and mashed potato. Lovely.
I mean, no, I do like it. Like sometimes I do crave like a Nando's takeaway. Okay, like I semi-agree. You definitely agree with that.
Definitely agree. The next one is pineapple on pizza works. No. Again, no, no. Pineapple on pizza do not work. I personally don't like fruit, so I don't.
You're anti-fruit.
I don't eat any fruit. So pineapple just a no-go.
I always thought no, until one day I ate like a leftover pizza that was cold.
Yeah.
And it had pineapple on. And it did like change my opinion. Only because it gave it like a sweet like kick. But I can't imagine, I don't even really like pineapple, so I can't imagine it warm.
I feel like it'd be mushy.
No, well, cold it wasn't, so maybe,
like,
yeah.
On warm pizza it'd be mushy, and that just, nah.
Also, it'd be like the last thing I would ever order. Like, there's so many other flavours that I would like.
Yeah, I'd rather get like ham, mushroom, sausage, pizza. Yeah,
like there's other options for me than that, but cold pizza. I mean, I would probably
I'm not even a fan of cold pizza.
Leftover pizza the next day.
Someone said Beyonce is not a queen.
I agree. I believe all women are queens in their own right, but I think like she's just a bit average for me. Like
I don't really have a comment on a lot of music artists, because I don't really listen to music that well, so I don't really get music.
And you listen to like old school weird music. She listens to like 2005 Jason Derulo.
No, all my friends who are watching this, they'll know that I listen to weird ass music, and they'll be like, yeah.
My best friend Liam, he loves Beyonce. And I do.
Yeah. Do you think he would say that Beyonce's the queen?
I don't think he'll say that she's the queen, but I think he will say that she's
because someone else, there are 2 people that said that. Someone else also
I think she has this like weird, like cult following.
Yeah, someone said Beyonce's overrated. Heard it here.
Well, I didn't hear it there first because somebody else said it. But yeah, no.
But I do get what you mean. I don't think she's it.
Like, she's a performer. She is a great singer. Like, she has it, but. I mean, there's just this weird, like, I heart Beyonce for like ever.
Forever, nah. Like, nah.
Also, I'm just not a fan of Jay-Z. He's an okay rapper, but I think he's shady.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, J-Lo, no?
Jay-Z, her husband, as in the Jay-Z. No, there's something fishy about him.
In what way do you think there's something fishy?
I don't know, there's just something going on there that I'm not keen on. Do I think he's part of the Illuminati? I don't know. Do I think he like takes people's souls? Possibly.
Do you think he takes people's souls?
Yeah.
In what way do you mean you think?
I just think he's shifty.
What do you think? That?
Yeah, Jay-Z. Yeah, I don't know.
Something fishy.
Something fishy going on there.
Something fishy. Someone said, relating to Christmas, perhaps it's my favourite thing on a Christmas dinner. Pigs in Blanket need to go. No, Pigs in Blanket is my... I could eat a whole plate of Pigs in Blanket.
I think it's because you don't really have them apart from Christmas.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Like, you don't have them on normal roast dinners.
No, you don't.
So I think that they need to go is a bit harsh. Like, we want to save the Pigs in Blanket.
I think if anything, Fat needs to go.
We're in the middle on that. I think that definitely the Pigs in Blanket comment is unnecessary.
So we've actually got a few about Croc.
Yeah.
And people said,
are they all agree? What are they all saying?
So someone said, why are we all getting excited about Crocs? Crocs are cool. Someone said, Crocs is a trend I can't get on board with. Still hate them, think they're so ugly. So we've had 3 people who said that Crocs...
I mean, everybody should, like, I do get they're probably really comfy.
I like them. I'm still yet to buy one.
I would never wear them in public, but if you want, like, you do you, boo. Do you get what I mean? Like, you want to come out the house wearing them.
Because when I went to Australia, everyone was wearing them. And I just felt left out because I wanted to wear Crocs and not Birkin.
No, see, I would wear Birkins any day over Crocs.
I don't know, I don't like the whole, you know, they now put like fluffy socks in the Croc.
Yeah, and all those things that stick in them.
I'm not a fan of that. I just want like a cream or a white.
But you'd wear them out, what would you wear them with? I feel like they make people look like the Flintstones. Like.
But I think I'd probably wear them like, pop into the shops or go into the post. I wouldn't wear them like.
What with? Like trackies or like a.
Trackies or maybe like denim, like if it was, I'd wear it in the summer, not in the winter.
Yeah.
So, like denim short, crop top. Like.
I don't know. I sometimes do feel like they ruin an outfit.
I saw one in the shop the other day where they were like chunky.
See, if I was gonna have any type, it would be a chunky type.
But it was like chunky with like rainbow.
Oh
no. Rainbow stripes along the bottom, and then on the top it was like more. I'd like.
Yeah, like I like a chunky shoe, so I have seen like the platform ones.
Yeah.
So I'd be like tempted with that, but
they only recently just became a trend.
Yeah, like in Love Island, the last Love Island, like a few of them were wearing it. I feel like in this new one, everyone's going to be wearing them.
Yeah, I reckon more people are going to wear it this summer coming, and then the year after.
I wonder how sustainable they are, because aren't they like plastic? But
I think they might be.
Huh?
I think they are plastic. It's the same as flip-flops, like, you know when people wear flip-flops and then they get lost in the sea?
Yeah.
I reckon that'll be the neck.
They're alright, but...
not our face.
Not, like, they're not super offensive.
The next one, someone said, Friends is the most overrated programme ever.
Friends is the most overrated.
I've never watched Friends.
Which is bizarre. Like, I don't understand how you got to this age.
One of my friends, she tried to get me to watch it, and she recently said, like, you need to watch it. And I'm like,
there's just some iconic, like, Joey and Rachel, like, and Ross, like the Ross. Like, there'll be things that when you do watch it, you'll understand, like, why people sometimes say things. Some of it with, like, is iconic. But like some people watch it like on repeat all the time.
I feel like I just need to wait for the day for me to be like, okay, I want to watch it.
Yeah, because
I feel like people forcing it upon me just makes me not want to watch it even more.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But I just don't get, like, even seeing memes or like little quotes or whatever, I'm just like,
because it was like before you had access to like Netflix and everything.
Yeah.
So like you would come in from school and it would be on. Do you get what I mean? Like,
that makes sense.
So, and like everybody like grew up with it. Like every year for my mum's birthday, me and my brother Ben would buy her like my mum the box set.
What, another box set of the Friends?
The box set of like the season, because you had to watch it on DVD. You didn't have internet on your telly.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Old school.
I'm not that young.
So, like, it would be like a thing. You've never seen Sex and the City either, which
no.
that I think you need to watch before Friends. Because
I watched One Tree Hill.
Okay. What about the OC?
The what?
The OC.
The OC.
Orange County?
No.
Okay, we need to just write a list.
You just want to like educate me on your TV. But this is the thing, I'm not a massive fan of like, I can't sit there and watch a movie. I have to be doing something while watching the movie. But also...
You need to be watching the movie though, because otherwise you don't know what's... You need to be like paying attention.
Yeah, but also the other thing is that with TV, I prefer like Walking Dead or like, I prefer like drama. Like
action and like...
Not drama, like...
Suspense.
Action.
Yeah.
Suspense, like Sex and the City and... all that shit just seemed very...
But it's just iconic. Like, Samantha is literally who I want to be in life.
I mean, I don't know who Samantha is, but sure.
But when you watch it, when we watch it, you'll understand. What else is there?
See, I agree with this one. JLS is better than One Direction, 100%. I grew up with listening to JLS before One Direction became a big thing. Don't get me wrong, I do love One Direction and I do love their songs. But...
I don't know if I'd even be able to tell you like a One Direction song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what do they say? Like...
What Makes You Beautiful.
Okay.
That was like iconic.
Yeah, that one. I know that one.
But I think it kind of went and... I don't want to get hate for this. I feel like it kind of slowly went downhill when Dane left.
I mean, there's always, to be honest, I prefer Little Mix after Jessie left. But... I think when bands like split up, it always like knocks them. I like them all single. Like I like Harry Styles, I like Niall Horan.
I love Harry Styles on Zone.
I like them like separate. Together, I'm not bothered. JLS.
With JLS, I remember I used to have, oh, what's his name?
Aston, yeah.
Aston. I used to have like an A3.
That was me, but with 50
like,
Cent.
Topless.
Yeah, that
and
was
I was
me.
like, I'm in love.
Yeah, that was me, but 50 Cent. But yeah, no, I don't mind JLS.
I prefer JLS over One Direction.
Yeah, I would say I agree with that. It's a very like, I don't know if I'd compare the two though. I find that funny that they've thought of like JLS One Direction. Do you know what I mean? I find that like a funny comparison.
Well, I mean it, in what way? Because they're both boy bands.
Yeah, but like, were they around at the same time?
JLS was before One Direction.
Yeah, like, that's like me saying like Westlife and One Direction. Like, they're like very different.
But like, I think JLS wasn't that long. I think they had an overlap before, but I don't think JLS was that long before, ended it that long before One Direction.
Yeah.
Next one, this is a very interesting one. Andrew Tate.
Ugh.
On the whole, speaks facts.
Boy wrote that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think I could just talk for days about how toxic and like disgusting. And this is my problem. Like, people can have different views. Not that I think any of his views are correct, but he is like leading these cults of these boys that are now like agreeing with him and thinking.
But also, like, it's not, majority of these boys are boys who have just come onto social media. So
yeah.
they will grow up thinking this is okay how to treat a woman.
Yeah.
And it's not okay.
No. He said that if a woman earns money from OnlyFans, she should give you that money because
no.
If
that woman made the money,
he owns you.
No.
I mean, there's so many things he said which is just so damaging.
Like, going back to that, like, I am my own person.
Yeah.
I do what I want to do. No one owns me. Like,
it's just problematic. Like, when you have men that have this much power on the internet and they're saying such crazy things, like, it's just so damaging and problematic. Not to the people that he's really speaking to and not to the grown-up men, but it's so damaging to these, like, 14, 15-year-old boys that maybe have never grown up around sisters or have heavily, like, women, like, what I'm trying to say?
Influence of like, other women.
Yeah, and then they're going out into the world
and treating women like shit.
Yeah, I believe in, like, free speech and you shouldn't be monitored, but I think things like that have to be taken very seriously when you have that kind of platform.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, if it's not him, it's going to be somebody else. And because he is clickbait, because he says such controversial things, like, I watch it because I like, and I shouldn't be even like giving him the view.
Attention, yeah.
But it's hard not to. Whoever wrote that in needs to be not allowed to follow you. You're blocked, mister.
Someone said sparkly water should be renamed as spicy water. I don't like sparkling water. I think it tastes like TV static.
I love it, and it can be called whatever, as long as I can have it.
She had like bottled and bottled of it in the fridge.
Yeah, like...
And then she'll go to bed with sparkling water next to her bed. I just don't, like... But did it not taste weird?
I like the taste. But like, when people say it's like spicy or it tastes like TV static, like I agree. Like I'm not like defending that it's like...
I love it. But I think, yeah, spicy water.
Yeah, we can name it spicy water.
Someone said, short kings are the future.
Well, I'm here for a short king. If he ticks other boxes.
Huh?
If he ticks other boxes. I mean, if we were talking like 5 foot, 5'1",
yeah, no.
It's a bit difficult. But if he's like this, I don't wear heels enough to, if he was the same height as me, like that wouldn't put me off.
Because I'm quite a tall girl,
Yeah,
I'm 5'8.5". I prefer having like a taller guy, only because I like being kind of cute and small and...
Yeah, like there's something cute when you stood next to a really, like sometimes when you're in the supermarket and there's like a 6'2" guy and you walk past him, it makes you feel all like...
Yeah, you're like...
little and petite.
Yeah, so like, I prefer like a taller guy.
Like if somebody ticked all your boxes and they were like a little bit taller than you,
yeah.
You're not gonna not
go. Oh no, I'm definitely not gonna just...
Because some people do.
That's quite mean of me.
Well, yeah, it's mean.
Really,
but...
like if he ticked all the boxes and he makes me happy and like all of that, then why would I just like eat him off just because of height?
Well, some people are savage like that. Some people, it's like a deal breaker. Like they literally...
I personally go someone taller or someone just a little bit taller than me.
If you have to like bend down to kiss them, yeah,
I would be a bit like, nah.
If he ticks every single box, like literally all of my like things...
And he's got a lot of boxes.
I've got a lot of boxes to tick. A lot. If he ticked every single one and he was like a couple of inches shorter, I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
And I'd just edit all our pictures.
Yeah, I think you would agree with this one. Someone said cutting off people who give bad vibes and energy instantly.
I completely agree. Well, instantly, what is it? I don't believe that that's an unpopular opinion. I think that's how...
I think that's a popular opinion.
Yeah, at the end of the day, instantly, it depends what they did. I definitely, this
is the thing, like, based on, like, different circumstances, because if it's, like, a friend of mine who I've been friends with for years and years and years,
yeah,
and then they started being bad vibe, then I'd be like, hang on a minute, let's try and sort this out.
Let's set some boundaries, let's work it out.
But I personally wouldn't just become friends with someone who gave you bad vibes straight away.
I'm like in my later life, later 20s, since I've got wiser, like I feel like you can spot people that you need to set boundaries with.
Yeah.
And the older you get, the like quicker you realise that. I will definitely
I feel like you're less of a pushover when you're older because you're like, why would I want to spend time with these people who are going to make me unhappy?
Yeah. Yeah, like you mug me off and no matter how long I've known you for, if I feel like there's been massive disrespect,
like, would you do that straight away?
If they'd massively disrespected me, I could very easily
just be like,
and I think that's a Scorpio in me.
Yeah.
I think I can just shut down and be like, I'm not allowing you to do that to me. Block, delete, and I'm just gonna park you. But I do think people should have second chances, and that's something that I've had to work on because I struggle with that. I struggle with giving people second chances, and a lot of the time it's worked for me, but sometimes it hasn't. So as I've got older, again, that's something that I've kind of noticed to myself, that I need to be like a bit more forgiving.
Right. Do you think you're forgiving?
Do I think I'll forgive what?
Do you think you're a forgiving person?
No. But it's something that I'm working on. I will never forget. No, I am a grudge holder actually. So no, I'm not very forgiving. But in my head, you must have had to have done something really rude for me to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So...
And at the end of the day, if that person's going to make you unhappy, you might as well just get rid of them. You know what I mean?
I do think a lot of it is circumstantial. Depends on what they've done, how they've done it, the level of disrespect, how long I've known them for. Like, there's a lot of like layers. But that is I know that that's something that is a bad trait of mine. And I blame the Scorpio. It has definitely got me in trouble at times. But I am, do you know what I mean? I am me, and I do feel like I've learned to control it and like direct it where it's like needed.
And keep your mouth shut.
When I need to, yeah.
So, this is an interesting one. Your boyfriend's walking home with another girl, so they get home safe. It's not.
Again, very circumstantial. It depends who the girl is, how far away, like...
Yeah, if...
I wouldn't call it cheating, I would call it a disrespect. For me, cheating is having an emotional affair with someone or sex.
I would say the disrespect in the sense of if my boyfriend has gone on a night out and met this random girl, there's no mutual friend, nothing. And
if she lived round the corner though and she was very drunk, you would want someone.
Yeah, I would want this girl to be like looked after. But if it was just a girl that was just like a little bit tipsy or drunk, she lived like 40 minutes away from town.
Yeah.
I would be like, what's the need? Just get her a taxi.
For me, it would be like what happened afterwards. So for me, say I was in a relationship and he came home and he was like, God, this girl was a bit tipsy, she was going to walk home by herself, I walked her home. I would be like, okay. But then if I found out that they were like chit-chatting afterwards, and if I found out there was like more from it, I don't think it'd be the act of the walking home. It would be like what surrounded that, like the lead up to the night and the lead up afterwards.
Like
safety is very important.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, did he go into the house? Was it just a walk home? Like,
did they kiss? Did they hold hands?
Yeah, like what's the girl? Is the girl?
Is there an attention of anything? Like,
yeah, like
that type of vibe. Okay, apps like Facetune are creating an unrealistic beauty standard.
Yes and no. There's always, I have a job which includes I have to do Photoshop for a living. So I edit things very freely. Like I have like an aesthetic on my Instagram, and if somebody's wearing a blue top, I will edit the blue top.
I find this so funny.
Because I don't want that. So, and because that's part of my job, I think editing all the magazines you see, everything, all films, like Made in Chelsea, they don't all look like that. There's a filter on the whole programme.
Yeah, I don't understand what's the point in putting a filter on the whole programme.
So they look pretty inexpensive. I think there's a whole like social media culture, and I just believe that if you're tweaking a spot out of a picture, and like little things,
you're changing like Facetune, like your whole face.
But I also think that sometimes, this is probably an unpopular opinion of me, sometimes it's fine to have insecurities and it's fine to change those insecurities.
Yeah, like my insecurity was my lip growing up and I got lip filler.
Yeah.
Like it's fine to change them, but I think changing things to the point where it's like you don't look like yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit.
Everybody on Instagram puts their best pictures.
Oh, 100%.
They choose the best angle, they choose the best lighting. If you've got a mark on your arm and you just don't like it, like a little edit for me.
Yeah, I agree in that statement.
Yeah.
Like a little edit, fine, but
when people are changing, everything.
Their whole face or making them look. Let me speak again. Making them not look like themselves, then yeah. Someone said 3-month rule for dating. Like,
what does that mean?
Like, anything more than 3 months, you should cut it off. So if you've been talking to a guy for 3 months and they still haven't like made it exclusive or boyfriend and girlfriend, should you think about cutting it off?
Ish.
I agree.
If you want a long-term relationship, like fully, is it monogamy? That's the right word, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Where it's like one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like you want marriage, you want the house, you want the kids. then yeah, 3 months is fine. But if you are just casually dating, I think that can go on for like, and I think it's fair to have those conversations. I've definitely stayed in situationships too long,
like, yeah,
because I've just been kind of enjoying it, but then I should have had that conversation sooner.
but also like I've done it myself where I've gone through situations for so long and I end up forgetting my worth, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute,
yeah,
I'm not even getting the bare minimum, like I'm getting less than a bare minimum, like it's just not making me happy. I feel like if you make it clear, then it'll be fine. But I feel like that's where, I feel like communication's the key.
100%.
If you're not communicating, it's not gonna work, and if you're constantly fighting, then that's where...
Fighting, there should be no fighting in the first 3 months. That is red flag.
Red flag. So, I think we've answered all pretty much the questions, and this is our finished makeup look. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.
And
I will
follow me on YouTube.
Instagram, YouTube,
all of it.
all of it. I'll link her
Details? No.
I'll leave it deep at the bottom. No, I'll leave your link.
Yeah, we'll link something below.
Down below. Let us know more opinions. If you want to see a part 2, then
we're here.
We're here. But enjoy. Goodbye.